This is not a slam dunk for confirmation.
He fought in the trenches with conservatives. Against Clinton, there's going to be a battle royale in the Senate.
This is a guy who cut his teeth in the Starr Report, co-wrote the Starr Report, has moved in conservative right-wing legal circles.
Merrick Garland, how do you think he feels? He never got the moment that Kavanaugh is going to get.
A president who is under investigation for possibly colluding with a foreign adversary is deciding who is going to make our policy for the next generation is absolutely insane.
Well, some in the decidedly liberal media making it quite clear how they feel about the president's pick for our nation's highest court.
Ben Shapiro is the editor-in-chief of the Daily Wire and host of the Ben Shapiro Show, and he joins us now to react. What's your reaction to all of that, Ben?
Oh, this is fun, isn't it? I mean, come on. I mean, watching these people panic over Brett Kavanaugh, right? We're not talking about Amy Coney Barrett. We're not talking about even Kethledge. Kavanaugh is, I think, a very solid stand-up double, not necessarily a home run for the president, a hell of a lot better than Hillary Clinton hitting us all in the head with a fastball. But that said, the level of panic that would be evidenced by any Republican pick here is so insane that it makes you believe that the Democrats really don't care who was nominated, that this is really just about Trump doesn't get his nominee. Of course, he will get his nominee, and that will make it even more delicious, obviously.
Ben, you can't even make it up that the Women's March organization, they put out a press release last night that basically, here's what they said. In response to Donald Trump's nomination of XX to the Supreme Court, the Women's March released the following statement. Trump's announcement today is a death sentence for thousands of women. By the way, they spelled Brett Kavanaugh's name wrong later in that release, but the opening of it was, we oppose XX, as in anyone. We will resist no matter what.
They forgot to take out the XX and fill it in with his name.
My favorite part of that, though, is that thousands of people are going to die. So, I mean, I feel immoral this morning. I've not been killed by net neutrality. I've not been killed by tax cuts. I've not been killed by Brett Kavanaugh. I survived night one of the Kavanaughcalypse. I mean, I don't know about you guys.
Wait, but what about the Paris Climate Accord?
Anything that Democrats happen to die from.
What about the Paris Climate Accord?
Yeah,
you didn't mention that. Did you survive that?
Almost died from the Paris Climate Accords, but survived that somehow. So, I mean, either I've been working out or the Democrats are lying to me. One of the two.
I think both, Ben.
Thank you.
Well, we also want to play this clip. Now, if you have kids at home that are watching, get them out of the room because this is very offensive. You have the comedian Michelle Wolf, who spoke at the White House Correspondents' Dinner a few months back, and she is giving her own version of this patriotic salute amid the media's Supreme Court hysteria by saying, I don't even want to say it. I'm going to let her say it. Listen to this, and Ben will get your reaction.
Women, if you need an abortion, get one! If you want an abortion, get one! Women, don't forget, you have the power to give life, and men will try to control that. Don't let them! God bless abortions, and God bless America!
All right, Ben, your reaction?
Oh, she's obviously a delight. I mean, the continual elevation of comedians who have no interest in making you laugh. They only are interested in making you clap, right? They're going to get clapper. This is what's very important, is that people clap for them. It demonstrates the full-scale leftism of so many on the comedic left. Beyond that, the movement on the left, from safe, legal, and rare to God bless abortion, go get one. I mean, that is so morally bereft. It is so morally empty and insane that it makes you think that a lot of these folks have decided that abortion is not something that ought to be avoided if possible, even if you believe in it, but that abortion is actually a sacrament, that it's a sign of bravery, that it's a sign of something good. You're a better person, not only if you support abortion, but if you've had one because you stood up to the patriarchy. Well, if you see the snuffing out of an incipient human life as something that is affirmatively good, I would say that you are bordering on or in the midst of a deep bout of evil.
Ben, where does that shift come from? Safe, legal, and rare to celebration. How does that happen?
I think that the Democratic Party, the studies show that since 2010, they've moved radically to the left. And I think that they are so resistant to the idea that the science is now showing earlier and earlier how much a baby looks like a baby in the womb, that they've decided it's important to come out and actually champion sin as opposed to suggesting that sin ought to be legal. And again, I think that it's the original position, I think, was unsustainable. This is a more honest position, but is also a much more evil position.
In fact, she went on in that monologue and said, quote, some people say abortion is killing a baby. It's not. It's stopping a baby from happening.
Well, some people say Michelle Wolf is killing comedy, but she's actually just stopping comedy from happening.
That's going to have to be the final word.
That is the final word. Ben Shapiro, Thank you for your time and a great podcast. We appreciate it.
Now, the left has moved extraordinarily radical on abortion. They now see abortion not just as something they want protected, but as a sacrament itself. And they're proving how foolish they are every single day. So there was a bizarre demonstration yesterday. We're so concerned with owning the cons and owning the libs these days that people are willing to do the stupidest possible things. So a bunch of women decided to go out and dress themselves in Handmaid's Tales outfits because they went and they got like red habits. They got like red robes and the white potato chip hats and all the rest of this. And they're wandering around Arizona in the 110-degree weather in order to own the cons or something. So here they were walking around and jabbering about Roe v. Wade. You can see them here saying, it says, keep your theology off our biology. Get out of our privates. Ladies, I have no interest. Okay, keep your theology. And then there's pictures of abortion hangers and all these women who are walking around in 110-degree weather as though they are going to be made handmaidens if they can't kill the babies inside their womb. The most obvious example, by the way, of the stupidity of the left on this issue comes courtesy of Michelle Wolf, who is just an awful human being. So Michelle Wolf, you'll recall from being terrible at comedy and also being on the White House Correspondents' Dinner where she yelled about her vagina or some such. She decided that in honor of the 4th of July, the most American thing she could think of was killing your baby in the womb and cutting its brain out. So here she is doing her 4th of July special in which she does a full-on Star-Spangled tribute to killing your baby in the womb.
Women, don't forget, you have the power to give life, and men will try to control that. Don't let them! God bless abortions, and God bless America!
God bless abortions, and God bless America. It says the Break's 10th annual salute to abortion. Wow, God bless America, and God bless abortion. The perverse level of love for abortion as a sacrament, abortion as a sign of bravery, abortion as a sign of decency on the left. This is why they are so concerned that Roe v. Wade is going to be overturned. Not because Roe v. Wade being overturned will actually amount to the illegalization of abortion, but simply because they're afraid that people might actually want to vote on the issue of whether you ought to kill your baby in the womb. And they can't win this argument because this argument is unwinnable. People should not be allowed to kill babies in the womb. Even most Democrats believe that there should be significant restrictions on the ability to kill a baby in the womb. Right? They may not agree on how early you ban that, but most of them agree that 20 weeks and on, that should be banned. Okay, so Michelle Wolf is like, this radicalism is really insane. It shows why they're so concerned with the nomination of this justice, because they believe the Supreme Court is all that stands between them and getting rid of something that they hold holy, namely the ability to kill your child in the womb. Okay, so I want to talk about the conservative sort of response to some of the Supreme Court stuff, particularly Roe v. Wade, in just a second. First, let's talk about whether you shave or shower or brush your teeth or do all the things that make you into a presentable human being in the morning. If you do, you need to talk to my friends over at Dollar Shave Club, because Dollar Shave Club has pretty much everything you need to get ready in the bathroom. Any particular product that is particularly great, that comes to mind, they've got it. Okay, so they're my favorite. And the best one is they have this calming body cleanser. It is so great, okay, because as you can tell, I'm not a calm guy by nature, but the calming body cleanser smells delightful. Okay, this is amber and lavender. It smells so good, and it makes you feel so clean. You name it. They've got the shampoo, the conditioner, the body wash, the toothpaste, the hair gel. They even have a wipe that will leave your butt feeling tingly clean. All of Dollar Shave Club's products are made with top shelf ingredients. They will not break your budget. You will feel the difference. Plus, shipping is included with your membership. And there's a great way to try a bunch of Dollar Shave Club products for just $5. You can get their Daily Essentials starter set. It comes with body cleanser, one wipe Charlie's, which are the amazing butt wipes, their world famous shave butter, and their best razor, that 6-blade executive. Keep the blades coming for a few bucks more a month. Add in shampoo, toothpaste, anything else you need for the bathroom. Check it all out at dollarshaveclub.com/Ben. That's dollarshaveclub.com/Ben. Use that /Ben for the special deal and let them know we sent you. It's really, their products are just first rate. Go check it out, dollarshaveclub.com/Ben. There's a reason everybody's switching to Dollar Shave Club. Okay, so with the left so militant about abortion that they are talking about abortion as a sacrament, I'm old enough to remember when Bill Clinton said abortion should be safe, legal, and rare. I'm old enough to remember that. Now, it's abortion should be plentiful, available, and celebrated. We should cheer for it, because killing a baby in the womb is a sign of womanhood. It's a sign that you are truly a woman in charge of your own life. If you have not actually killed a baby in your womb, that means that you are subjecting yourself to the hierarchical preferences of evil masculinity. But if you kill a baby in the womb, that shows that you've stood up to the man. Sure, you might have killed a baby in the process, but at least you stood up to the man. And this is the perspective of someone on the left. Now, the pro-life issue is one on which the right can win, and should win, because this is an issue that is as vital morally as any issue the United States has ever faced, up to and including slavery. Okay, the murder of 1 million babies a year in the womb is a serious moral issue. And if you don't think it's a serious moral issue, it's because you haven't looked at it hard enough.